Let's see if this fixed it. Yeah, Scott. I fixed it. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. I selected the wrong, not YouTube, OBS. Anyway, double today. Super pumped. If you have any cards, remember to get your cards ready because this is the last month until January. Last for the year, the special feature. So get all your cards in that you can to get your chance to win. We'll be doing 2 drawings today from the same pool of people. Of course, KOFI tickets are out there as well. If you don't know and you can't be funny today, or you're at work and can't have up StreamLoots or Stream Elements or StreamLoots, you can use KOFI. On top of that, I would like to pimp Delving Woods a second here for him. If you're looking for stuff, you're playing at home, and you're looking for terrain tile kits, you can find them here in case you don't win this lovely prize today. Expect more from Danny and the Delving Wood crew soon. I see Riddles is back here meticulously painting away. Riddles, how's it going back there? Is your microphone next to you? It's okay. You can leave it there for now. It don't matter. How's everybody else? I see Mime is in here. Scott, how are you? Scott, I get to play Knave this weekend, which we'll talk about later on in the show. This is the lovely box that is up for today's drawing. On the screen here, you'll see our lovely things you can do to subscribe to StreamLoots. You get 2 card packs a month, 1 entry to every raffle every month, discounts every month, and on top of that, you can also pick up StreamLoot cards like you see on the screen for all of our wonderful shows. Currently live is going to be John Wick, Corpse Talk, Watching Paint Dry, and of course, Campaign 2 of ETHAUNTIA. And there, in the wild, was a wild Riddles painting away at his tiny masterpieces. Hey everybody, how are we doing today? Riddles is already at it. Busy bee painting. Riddles, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah,
okay.
hanging in there?
Yeah, trying to anyway.
Are you excited for Godzilla? Are you going tonight?
Oh, I am definitely going tonight. I already got my tickets for 5 o'clock.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
I like the new model. I like the new version of Godzilla. She looks pretty.
I know, right?
I am excited for it. I'm excited for it. So how is this? I'm gonna take us right into a paint cam. How is this tiny ruby gem J Jewelers outfitting going over here?
It's challenging.
Is it Jared?
It's why I'm kind of already buried myself into it today, because it's not going to be
kind of getting wrapped up.
Well, if all else fails, I'll get one piece completely done. So we have an example of what what it's going to look like. But in the meantime, I'm just kind of trying to bust through them and see how much I can get done on stream today with you guys.
I don't know. I didn't ask Danny if I could show, but I can say Danny made some prototypes with delving wood, and
I saw that.
And they are a resin piece, which I guess his theory is they will adhere to the back of the tiles, which is kind of cool. Because then you can have like a painted side and a non-painted side. So we'll see. He's doing a lot of cool stuff. I'll actually get to see him this weekend. I'm going to play Knave with one of the backers from his Kickstarter from Delvingwood. He wants me to come and join in the party. It's local, and I guess I'm going to be playing some Knave this weekend. I really like Knave. It's fucking cool as hell. Yeah, there's a new Godzilla movie, Godzilla -1. Is that what it's called?
Yep. And it's by Toho. I mean, these are the guys that have been, the originators in Japan, basically. And they are bringing it back to what made Godzilla great.
Crushing buildings.
If you saw Shin Godzilla.
I loved Shin.
Shin was great.
It was like a horror movie, though.
Yeah, and that's what Godzilla was really meant to be in the beginning, was this terrifying monster of destruction.
Yeah, it was. Sure fucking was.
With a big note of like, let's stop with the nukes.
Yep. Stop. Stop making monsters.
That was their whole thing. That was the big drive behind it, was, trying to, there was a message about, what we're doing with all this nuclear crap and how we're getting rid of the waste and all that stuff. So
I can say that the new Monarch Society on Apple has been fantastic.
I got to watch the first 2 episodes, and I really, really like what they're doing with that.
Kurt Russell and Kurt Russell's kid, man, they look so alike. It is creepy.
It's not just they look alike. There's mannerisms that they have that are the same. They speak with the same, like, what's what they call pacing and delivery?
Cadence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, you can sit there and just play his voice, and you think you're listening to, Dad.
Mine said, "Damn it. Stop making monsters and start making dead horses." Look, people cry when there's dead horses on screen. Can't do that. Just a boy. It's
a valid request. I don't see a problem with it.
Sure. Right. So yeah, it's been an entertaining week off from everything else. We'll be done with all of our primary shows besides Corpse Talk. Corpse Talk will be going on in December. I got a couple of guests finally lining up. November was a shit show, so we did 2 build shows, so we're doubling down on murder. But I haven't been able to book these 2 guests I really want, so we are grabbing some other ones, and then they're cycling into January. I think the PAX U thing screwed a lot of people this year. Just prepping and getting ready, because PAX U is, for those who've never been to PAX Unplugged, the bar for tabletop is raised, because you have people who come in that are used to doing electronic format for like video games and tech industry and that kind of stuff that are at PAX U. And because of that, every booth is this much better than you would see at Gen Con. So everybody has to level their booth game up, and they panic because tabletop's not used to spending that kind of money. And this was really Penny Arcade, which if you don't know, that's what PA is for. It's Penny Arcade Expo. It really is their love letter to tabletop and trying to help tabletop people be able to make the money they need to support themselves. But it's just so expensive to get your damn foot in the door. It's ridiculous.
It's incredibly expensive to get in to any of the big cons. It's just an expensive feat altogether.
Yeah, it's a risk. It's definitely a risk.
Like for me, I'd love to do cons, but how the hell do I produce enough to get into a con where I'm not going to run out of inventory on day one? You know, it's just trying to paint that much and hoard it.
Yeah.
Until I get to wait, this just doesn't make a lot of sense for me.
Scott said.
But also at cons, a lot of people expect to get discounts, and I'm going I really can't.
Look, if you want discounts, there's rules to cons. The answer is go shopping on Sunday, because a lot of people don't want to carry all their stuff home on Sundays. Now, I will say boutique artists, people who are crafting stuff, different, but books you can definitely get a discount on Sundays. You do risk what you want not being there, though.
Yep.
So, like, Free League is known for not wanting to ship all their stuff back, so they sell it at a discounted rate. But you may go to get your box set, and that shit was sold out on Friday.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, it all depends on how popular that group is, that brand is.
Yep.
And Free League is one of those big ones that is just dominating right now.
Dude, they don't mess around. They don't.
They do beautiful shit, man. They do some absolutely beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
I heard your Walking Dead thing went really well.
A lot of fun. I really enjoy that system. And I like the setting more than I remembered. I like zombie stuff. I think I was just a little zombied out for a while. It went not only well, but makes me want to run that system as like a six-parter, like as a series piece. Scott got to play in it along with my buddy Sean and Todd, who's a Walking Dead fan from way back, comics and the like. But it was really fun. Like the way the threat situation works and the way the 6-phase combat for brawls work it's just solid, man. So it was a lot of fun. I'm working on some videos for that coming out in December here, which is let me find my notes. I was just talking to somebody about this. Let's see here. Where did I put this at?
I don't know. Where did you put it at?
I'm looking. There's a long text list yesterday with somebody. Chatting with a group, with some people. I know it was like how to run horror games, scare your PCs. And that was going to be like one of the start of the Walking Deads. And then, here, let me look what else I have here. I feel like I'm scrolling through 10 days of work. Oh, here we go. Horror GMs get the dubs. Walking Dead, the true romance. 10 ways to stress out your players. That's the 3 that I'm doing for Walking Dead.
That stressing out would work for Alien too.
Yeah, well, whoops. It's a slightly different mechanic in Walking Dead. So we'll see. Scott got to play it. I think it's fun as hell. The end was absolutely epic. My buddy Raven, who played with us, somehow survived a level 4 horde as he prayed in the car to Jesus and climbed out with his gun and ran through the crowd and didn't get eaten. He rolled double ones, which means you take a stress, but he made it out of the crowd to the one running dirt bike and drew the swarm away, the horde away from the area they're at. But by then, the rest of the group had already fled. So all I can hear in the background is a dirt bike noise. So they don't know what the hell is going on as they're running across a golf course. Yeah, it was wild. They cut off an NPC's leg in the first like 30, 40 minutes of the game.
Oh, not surprised.
Because they got bit. It was, yeah, in a lifeguard tower.
Of all places, really?
I'm dead serious, yeah. They're on, we were at a quarry. They were moving their, kind of like their haven to somewhere else. It was funny. It was real funny. I see we got some cards already. Let's get this started.
I know that if Strength is in chat, I know he had a question of why this might be the last. And I guess for those of you that haven't been followed or didn't see my posts or anything, I have to adult, and I need to get a job to help make ends meet. So yeah, that's why this.
I never said the last. I don't know. I never said it was the last watching paint dry to anybody.
I said might be.
I never said that. Those are Riddle's words.
I'm just being honest.
Those are Riddle's words. We'll see. Well, we can always move time too. That's the other thing we can always.
Yeah, but if I don't get a set schedule.
Yeah, well,
you know, there's no way to do.
Hey, if that job closes at 5, we just do it at night.
Depends on what I get. We'll see. We'll see.
So, but regardless, we have a double drawing today. So if you have any cards that you've been just hunkering down on, now's the time to play them. Like, play everything you have. Oh, I killed my D&D party with horses when they teleported due to mishaps. Jesus Christ. The first card that I'm reading is, whose glasses are these? Wrong answers only. Not glasses. It's a sleeping mask, and I'm still wearing it. Yeah, Excelsior sleeping glasses. Find them at a theater near you. God damn it, Sir Ringans. I would like to be wearing a sleeping mask. I think they're uncomfortable. Can you wear a sleeping mask? I can't sleep with one on. I have tried many, many times.
I haven't tried, but I have problems with anything over my face like that anyway. So it's
just
like
the nose pinch. It doesn't comfortable sleep. Double draw. It's a double draw. Hilarious. More epic than anything that's been done on the show. I mean, I'll be honest. Walking Dead is a very slow-paced burn. Very slow-paced burn. But that's okay. Mime has got a trigger warning for us. Trigger warning, serving hands and digidice. Listen. They're not mortal enemies. They're just enemies. I can't fix the problems that are horribleness. Horribleness. Anyone got any fun plans for the December holidays or looking forward to anything? I know.
Oh yeah, like who's going to fun places that they don't currently live?
Yeah, no shit. And you just got to go see family and came back over the holidays. How was Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, I didn't go anywhere. We stayed here and just hunkered down and avoided the world.
I thought you went there and also did Thanksgiving when you went back to see your family. I thought you did both.
No, we did tacos the day after the funeral and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, I think I am smoking roast beef. I think I'm smoking.
Oh, nice.
Roast beef? And then we're doing our Thanksgiving ramen, but we're doing it for Christmas.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, hell no. I don't make turkey anymore if I can avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, I like turkey. I like the leftovers.
Your daughter wears a double draw every night, Scott? What? A sleeping mask every night. Yeah, okay. I can't. I try. I can't do it. Oh, you're just trying to blame my digidice, Scott? You're saying yours are rigged? Or mine are rigged? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Mine are rigged?
But you're the one who says you can do anything with these programs, so I'm just saying.
I can't. The dice is just an equation you put in.
You've sown that seed of distrust on your own, buddy.
It's not my fault. I don't make the dice cheat.
Uh-huh.
A Sleep King mask. Maybe they're more comfortable. I like the cooling mask. They feel great, but having something around my head, down my nose, I toss and turn too much. It doesn't turn out well.
If you were painting something, this off in stream, but
there now we can see it. Okay, I was like, if you were painting something, it's just a white screen. Ooh, lava.
This is I did a
special tile.
Yeah, because these are supposed to be either trap doors or
yeah.
So I thought a lava trap would be interesting, and it was a way for me to experiment with. I actually took the Dremel and etched out the stuff so I could have it kind of sunk in.
Does that make it faster to paint?
Yeah, it did.
We figured it would, but
even with effects like this, it made it faster. So
yeah. Well, good. Those new resin ones should be awesome because they're concave instead of convex. That should be nice. I'm not going anywhere. Jen's gonna go see her family the weekend of New Year's, because New Year's I think is Monday, Tuesday.
Why aren't you going with her?
I don't want to go.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I have no desire. She's going to see her sister's little one, and that's just not something that to me is.
Oh yeah, that's we don't need you around babies and influencing their.
Stop it.
No. We do not need any influence of Frankhouse on children. That's just. That's bad for the future of humanity.
Still alive. I raised that little shit. He's a good working blue collar electrician. That's good, right? Right? I didn't choose that path for him. He chose it. I had nothing to do with the electrician part at all. No, I mean, look, I don't mind being around kids. I like being around kids that can talk. I don't enjoy being around goo goo gaga. That's not my. What do you hold it for like 2 minutes and then put it back down? And that's just not my jam. And I don't think babies are cute at all. I never have. I know that is going to offend a whole bunch of people who love babies in the audience, but it's not me. It's just not me. Have you? I just saw Naturally Nerdy come up on the screen. Have you talked to him? I know you said he was making something new. Have you talked to him recently?
Oh, actually, I mean, I'm part of the Kickstarter that he's working on putting together.
Oh,
cool. So I mean, I'm still going to be doing stuff. It's just not going to be as intense as what I've been doing lately.
Oh no, I wasn't asking that. I was just asking if you talked to him.
No, he's got. I like what he's got going on. I'm happy to be a part of it. I can't wait for us to be able to announce it.
Oh, he hasn't even said what it is yet.
Well, I mean, I know what it is, but
so
it hasn't been announced publicly that I know of.
Right now, all we can see is your fingers on screen.
Well, my fingers are kind of awesome. You know, they're kind of cool.
No. I see the black of your lens.
Small shit, man. Okay.
I see the black of your lens. Oh yeah, because you have to use the eyepiece for it. How much does that help you painting through that lens?
A lot,
really?
Honestly. Yeah.
I always had a hard time doing it. This is something you just get used to, I assume.
It didn't take me long to really get into it, and I've been doing it with this for 3.5 years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a very comfortable way for me to do a lot of my tinier work like this. I mean, you can see how tiny this shit is. So.
Oh my Lord, serving hands. If you could cast one spell on me, what would it be? It'd be a curse that only affects dumb people. The Dilemma Dealer. I mean, look, I'm not opposed to the Dilemma Dealer. That sounds like a weapon. I feel like I need to make a weapon called the Dilemma Dealer. Am I wrong? Got more. Okay. God damn it, mime. What is the worst character death you have witnessed? The beating of a horse that spawned a reoccurring joke. Touche. Good one.
Oh shit, why did we not think of that?
What?
Why did we not? We never thought of that. If we come back for another season,
dead horse
I am
bosses?
making another fight card that is the dead horse. You got to beat the dead horse.
How did we not do that? Slide some of the painted ones up above so they're at least on camera and not a white screen. Because I have nothing to look at. Can't see anything.
It's not all about you, Eric.
It's all about the screen and the things that are on it. And those weren't. And it sucks. What you painting right now, Riddles? What part are you painting?
I'm painting the damn door.
Don't be sassy with me.
I'll give you sass anytime I want, young man. You ain't the boss of me.
Shout out to the boxes Riddles dropped today.
Yeah, mine got the purple one already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think she means drop them on the ground. Pretty sure.
I ain't dropping anything like that. Damn it.
That. Whoa, this one is fire. Oh, going back to the, I don't feel like dealing with, wham babies. An unburdened womb is my most prized possession. Oh, I almost want to give her 2 points for that. Serving hands.
That's valid. That's valid.
That is fire. What's up, Blacksmith? Oh man. Oh. So have you played Knave, the old edition or the new edition yet?
I played what?
Knave.
No, I don't even know what it is.
Let me pull this up. I get to play this weekend. I'm a pretty big fan of Questing Beast is the guy who helped write this or design it. Here, let me pull this up on channel while you're painting those. Give me the Google art. Here we go.
Oh, Google for you.
So this is the Knave. It's a journal-sized book. He's already done some other... So hard. Knave 2nd edition is what this is. This is the kind of art style, your stickers. I love this font, by the way. I'm a big fan of like the tattered edge font that they use for this. Real simple D6 style system. It uses the, I want to say exploration system, but that's not. Hazard system is involved in this, where you roll a D6 when you are like dungeon delving, and at the end of a turn you roll a D6, and that determines things like, did a torch go out in the group? Did one of the floors that you're in, is this new room that you're walking into weak and collapsing? Real cool style piece. I'm excited to play it. I get to play it on Saturday at noon. I think we're doing it. I got to make my 2 characters tonight. If you back it on Kickstarter, and I think even if you early back, like if you go right now and pre-order, I think you get the PDF. Pretty sure. Real fun. Real kind of entertaining. I can tell you that our Monday crew has been talking about what we're going to play after John Wick. We've been doing that as well. We're running through some ideas. Because believe it or not, we're already on episode 9 for John Wick.
Wow.
Like
that went a lot faster than...
Oh my God.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah. Yeah, because we started 3 weeks earlier than ETHAUNTIA. We started in October. Or no, September. I cranked it all out. We started in September. We also did an extra week one of the months. Someone needs to start an emo band called Unburdened Womb. Jesus Christ. You're not wrong, Scott. You're not wrong. I kind of want to run a little mini campaign over the holidays. I know I'm going to be doing some paid games over December. I'm creating a bunch of content for the YouTube channel as well. I kind of want to run a little mini, like 3-part campaign over the holidays, like something fun just to run. I don't know what I would run. I know Living ETHAUNTIA is coming back, so I don't really want to run Pathfinder. I know that my paid games that are going to be going up on Let's Play are going to be Walking Dead and Dragonbane.
Nice.
Those that are going up. Yep.
I'm still going to play Dragonbane. I have not stopped to play it yet.
Oh, really? I really enjoy it. I don't like I've said 100 times, I'm not a fan of the setting that it comes with. It's great for new players. Like, I guess that's the one thing I have to remember. This is their D&D, right? Yes. And that adventure is a fantastic introductory adventure into, like, introductory. I never said it's ending, Drew. Riddles is just being melodramatic and telling people things.
I'm not being melodramatic. I'm being honest.
Yeah, but we don't need to tell anyone that.
Too late.
God damn it. Riddles doesn't know how to keep the cat in the bag.
This ain't a cat. I mean, like... Come on.
We don't know what's going on yet. Riddles has got to go get some part-time work, so we don't know what the schedule is going to be. This may or may not be the last show. I wasn't going to say anything to the end, but Riddles is jumping the gun.
I am not jumping the gun. I am doing what the hell I want to do.
It's not.
I am an adult, and I will do what I want.
I am an adult. Please. You're painting tiles. We are children.
How is that not an adult thing to do? I'm doing something responsible and skilled.
Isn't that what children do?
No.
Oh, these burden wombs. We don't know yet what's going to go on. And we're basically depends on what his work stuff is, and we'll figure it out from there. If we have to move dates, we might move dates and times. If we keep what it is, we might keep what it is. We don't know yet. So,
yeah, it's
up in the air.
Like I had to take down all of my made-to-order listings.
Oh, really?
For Dice Vaults, because I'm just not going to have the time to dedicate to doing stuff that isn't in stock. So I'm only going to be selling custom, what I have stock of.
You're going to order, set up like X amount of custom sales a month or something?
Yeah. I'm not going to... I don't have enough custom orders right now to
one-offs it is, baby. One-offs it is.
Yep. So it'll be a lot of one-offs and a lot of batching. Like, so...
Drew, you guys waiting for all your stuff still, or are you already setting up? And tell Adam and Diana I said hi.
Oh, is he at PAX?
Yeah, they're PAX. All three of them are PAX as well.
Nice.
They're working with Norse. The shirt you are wearing.
That's who I got lucky. That's how I got to go to PAX.
Yeah.
Was because Norse brought me 2 years ago.
Yep.
The first year PAX came back after the pandemic. After. I know it's not over, but
Just send me that sword vault, is what Drew says.
Get yourself some tickets, man.
You better get some KOFI tickets, Drew, or play some cards. Here's your KOFI link. Here you go. Pick up KOFI tickets if you can't play cards during the live show. Oh. I haven't seen this one in so long. Watching paint dry PC aliens. An alien is about to burst out of your chest. What are your last words? Still better than raising a kid. True. True that. I see you. See you, Serving Hands. Serving Hands is dropping cards. Bob Ross, the serial killer. What mini would you want Bob Ross to paint? An unburdened womb, suddenly surrounded by happy trees. An unburdened womb surrounded by happy trees. Happy little trees. I watched
I'm
Bob
waiting
Ross.
for somebody to do the dead horse with an unburdened womb.
We're getting there. Who is your favorite? Why is it Jay? He's an adult with a lot of dead horses. Dead trees. He is surrounded by a lot of dead trees. Between books, comics, and boxes, yeah, he's got a lot of dead trees around him. It's going well.
I know what you're talking about.
New wall setup. Oh God, I hope it's better. Because that last one was a fucking nightmare. How many minis do you own? More than the kids I have. Well, that's 0. That is 0. See you, buddy. Have fun. Give the 2 hugs. Oh, I did have something else to show. Hold on here. So to go, you can't just hit the bless card and have it roll something, Drew. You didn't even play a card. Get the fuck out of here. So, along with -1, did you see that they have a new action figure coming out for Godzilla?
No, I did not.
Oh, she a big girl. She looks good. I have it on screen right now. I'm showing the audience. I kind of want one. I'm a huge Godzilla fan. So I think I'm going to go tomorrow. She's got replaceable faces. Look at that. Look at that sexy monster. I'm excited. I am excited for it. You can't. Nope. I didn't see a card played by you, Drew. Damn it. He did play a blessed card. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You gotta
Once again, we prove Erik is fallible.
So, but it's only a +1 that he got on his bless roll. So he did roll a 20, which he doesn't need for anything right now. So you do get a +1 to your roll for the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I don't know. He might have actually had something to do. We just gotta.
Nah, he's not doing anything.
If he's on mobile, it is entirely possible that there's some kind of delay there.
Nah, there's not. There's not. All right. What do you got for me here? Serving Hands is going to be rolling initiative against a Displacer Beast. Oh, Displacer Beast. How shall you kill thy person? You gonna make an illusion of a dead horse? Stealthily? Better than the D&D movie? With that +1, you're at a 15. You needed a 13 or higher. That means that you get yourself 2 golden tickets. All right, let me put them in here. Bling, bling. Done. Done. 1 down. May need to go. How many do you have? Mime, are you sitting on cards? Serving Hands, are you still sitting on cards?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if Mime has a boatload of cards. I feel like
today's your day to win 2 things. If anyone's gonna play, get a couple entries in, because this is how you get that chance, that sweet, sweet chance. That's not true. That's not true. It's more because his eye is still fucked up. That's why, or Todd. That's why. Nah, Todd's being a smart ass in chat.
No way, not Todd.
No, never Todd. Todd, snarky? No, say it ain't so.
Todd doesn't do that. So he doesn't tolerate that.
No, that's just ridiculous nonsense. Ridiculous nonsense. I always roll disadvantage, right, Todd? I don't have a womb, so it is not burdened. Right now, if you want to win her boxes in her dungeon tiles, you got to play them cards. You only need 1 entry to win. We have seen it happen numerous times. If you don't want to play cards, you can also use KOFI. Nah. I saw Drew roll, but he didn't play a card for that roll. He was supposed to just roll a D4. Bless is what you do when you... It doesn't matter. He doesn't know the game. He's never here. He doesn't know it. He's out. Fucking out, Drew. You're fucking fired.
Not being mean to Drew.
I'm allowed to. He has earned all the wrath.
I disagree.
I've known him way longer than you, homie. Trust me. He has earned the wrath.
He may have earned it from you, but he's earned my defense. So
no. I'm sorry. This bulldozer's way stronger than that.
Go fake yourself.
No, I see lots of dots of gemmy gems.
There's lots of little freaking dots on these things. It's like
I think there's just pebbles, and you're turning them into gems. So you're doing the work a service. Oh, we got a big one here. Serving Hands, big. She's fighting the succubus. It might be the first succubus to date.
I thought we did one before. Just one though.
You need a 16 or higher. You earn 2 tickets. You got a +1 to your roll. What could go wrong? I think a 1 is definitely needed right now. Definitely needed. See what you got, Serving Hands. You got a 1 up your sleeve. What do you got? A 12 +1's 13. Unfortunately, that is not a 16. The succubus has her way with you. You are currently scrubbing the floors with your burdened womb.
It's going to be another one of those ones that just never dies.
Never dies. I like this White Bat soundtrack. This is good.
What's that?
White Bat. I have White Bat going right now. This soundtrack is good. I likes it a lot.
I really like the soundtrack they put. There's 2 of them I like when Bog Wizard did their Mork Borg soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I used that
for Seven Scoundrels, and the other one was oddly enough, Tales from the Loop is really cool.
Oh yeah,
the soundtrack for that.
Yep. Also, an amazing, just an amazing game.
Yes.
Love
100% agree. That's a great game.
Oh God, I take it back. Nope, mopping and sweeping. I could have said that she said you had to do laundry.
Nope. You could have had she was going to make you have a kid.
Oh God, no. Well,
Raise a child. Raise a child.
Let's start with Predator serving hands. Let's start with Predator. To beat Predator, you need a 16 or higher. You get 3 cards if you beat Predator. You get a +1 right now. Serving hands is just dropping all the rolls while she can. You got about 4 minutes to crank these rolls out. We'll take them in the order that they come. First one is Predator. Can you take Predator down? Yeah, 16. Bye, Todd.
Bye, Todd. Be safe.
That's a 9. Boom. Predator laser targets you and blows a hole through your chest cavity for that alien to crawl out of. Roll off against Frankhouse. 2d20 versus my advantage. 1d8 entries if you win. Do you have an advantage card to put with that to wash out your disadvantage? You do not. Let's do this roll off. Exclamation point 2, D20 from me. You get yourself +1 to this roll. So good luck. You could beat me. I got a fucking 5. Now's your time.
Beat him.
On a disadvantage, you need a 5. Or, yeah, 5, because you get a +1, then I'll give you a 6. Can you get at least a 5 on disadvantage, serving hands? Can you do it? While Riddles continues to dot pretty little Skittles.
Well, like what I'm doing right now.
And of course, we just randomly disconnected. It is OBS today, it's not us. That was weird. Little stutter step there. Doesn't matter, it's disadvantage serving hands. You need 1 more. That's not how that works. You got 1 more roll. It's my advantage versus your disadvantage. Bless doesn't give you advantage. You only get a +1. So that 8 looks good. You're taking the lowest of 2. We'll see what you got. Need 1 more roll. There's that natural 1.
Uh-oh. Do we need to pull out the cards? Is that a fumble?
1. That is a fumble. She
All
has
right.
to take the lower of the 2. Oh, sweet, sweet justice.
I don't know if I'd consider it justice.
It's my rule. It's justice.
Just because it's against you doesn't mean it's justice when somebody loses.
All right, it's me. While he's getting your critical effect out, now you got to defend Riddles. It's just a D20 versus me. Let's see what you got. I got a 14. You need a 14 at least to beat me with your +1. 1 minute left on the clock for the bless.
I'm going to take the initiative here and say that she was attacking you with her unfettered womb.
Oh, God, no.
So this is going to be a blunt fumble.
Is it a baby?
Sorry, not a blunt, a melee fumble.
Oh, she got 2 ones in a row!
What?
She got 2 natural 1s in a row.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. You not only did you lose to the Kurgan, you also lost defending Riddle's life. So that second one's a crit on Riddles. A fumbly crit.
All right, so the first fumbling crit. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet until you finish a short rest.
Yeah, when you drag a fetus on an umbilical cord, it would slow you down.
Well, I said unfettered womb. I didn't say anything about a fetus.
I thought you said fettered.
So
that's a great Pathfinder idea. for ETHAUNTIA, a fettered womb. It's a salted cave ready to hold the souls. Wow. How did I not think of this sooner? Thank you, Serving Hands.
There's a random chart that I have in my mind for when people rest, when they fall asleep, whether it's in nature or in an inn. There would be two separate charts.
She's like,
and
unburdened. God damn it.
Well, if you like in an inn, if you wake up with a cat on you, you can't move unless you make a reflex save.
Oh God.
Because you can't disturb the kitty.
Not true. I throw my cat off me all the time when I want to get up.
But I'm gonna say what you got him. I'm gonna say she was going to defend me with her sharp wit, which is a ranged weapon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, and it's called, I guess this is mine now.
Yep.
The projectile lands in a convenient location for the target to pick it up.
Well, thank you for that lovely insult for me to use.
But that's 2 laughs off her fumbles. That's 2 more entries.
Bullshit. Bullshit laughs on a fumble. Bullshit. I don't appreciate that at all.
It's not about you.
It's always about me.
It's about the fans, damn it. Back off.
Oh my God.
Trust me, they're all here for me, not you.
Yeah, I have 3 other shows for that. Maybe 4.
Rub it in, asshole.
Yep. Hey, man. I put a lot of work in. Whew. I gotta say, I really do like these painted, though.
What?
The Delving Wood tiles. They look really good painted. Difficult or not, they're pretty.
I mean, they're difficult at this level of painting, you know?
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm being a little sloppy with it. I can't, you know,
I mean, they're dungeon floors. They shouldn't be perfect. I know when I did my tiles, because I painted mine, I splashed like blood on corners and stuff where things went wrong. I stained areas with like a mop bucket. Like, I did a bunch of really fun stuff with mine. And mine are painted in the He-Man green colors, like Castle Grayskull.
I want something like a Castle Grayskull for me to paint.
What do you mean, like a diorama piece, or like
a miniature or something,
piece,
you know?
Or... Well, back to coffee while I tend to my wounds. Yeah, that's right. You retreat into the darkness of loss.
Why you gotta be like that, man?
Nice try, though. I'll give you that. Nice try. That was a lot of rolls in a row. A lot of fail. I haven't seen that many failed rolls in a row since probably like Gen Con.
I was gonna say Drew.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true. That is a truthful statement. Oh man. So what you drinking today? You drinking a special coffee today, Riddles?
I'm not sure what it is. It's a new one that she just picked up. I know it's an eco-friendly kind of.
Oh, thanks for the sub.
Yay!
Is it?
Now I want I want Jersey Mike's because you said sub.
Oh, Jersey Mike's sounds great.
Number 56, man. I'm telling you that's where the money's at. Steak and cheese with jalapenos.
Just trying to keep Ed's legacy alive and well. You know what? I miss Ed. I haven't seen Ed in a long time. Long time. I would love for Ed to come back and grace us with his 1s through 6s. That man couldn't roll very high on the D20. He always failed our rolls as our hitman on Cyberpunk playing from the audience. He failed every dang roll. Every roll. Flair, welcome to the party. We have a double drawing today. We have the pieces he's painting right now from Delving Wood. And I'm going to put the other one on screen. This lovely walnut, right? Or is it maple? What's the box?
That's maple, man.
Maple?
I mean, the burl on that?
Yeah. Oh. A maple burl box. The sword from the Dathomir Witches in Ahsoka. Tanzan? Is that the name of the sword?
Yeah, it's the Blade of Talzin.
Talzin, Blade of Talzin. That's one of the new box styles from
Elderwood.
Elderwood, yep. And it's there. If you see it when I replay it here, it's got like these double rings in it, and it holds pretty much everything. Like
it'll hold the full. It's like if you got Walking Dead, if you've got Vampire, Werewolf, it holds full sets of those with room for extra. It's kind of a nice little deal.
I like the new style a lot. Actually, it makes me really happy.
It looks pretty. It's really a pretty piece.
Do you think that's going to be their go-to box from now on?
I don't know. I am not sure.
I hope so.
I do know that I'm kind of in. Even though I'm like another thing that's going to continue as long as as long as they're okay with doing it. I'm going to try to continue to do more collabs with Staff and Branch and Works of Whimsy. Those triple collabs like that last box we did, which, man, that box was something special. If you didn't see it on my socials, that's definitely one you want to check out, because if we do another one, I have no doubt that it's going to go just as fast.
Yeah, it is definitely better capacity for sure. And it's very thin. Like, they milled this one really thin. It weighs less. It holds more. It's about the size of your average, like, double dice set box. About that size. Maybe even a little smaller. A little more squared than, it's a rectangle, but it's a little more wide than normal. But it's thin. I was surprised how thin the box was when I got to hold it. They're cool. That and the coffin boxes are my current favorites. The coffin boxes from Cryptic are awesome. Like you can see, I have our test one that we did here for ETHAUNTIA. And they're coffin boxes. This is the open cavity one, and then they have ones that are. I think he has ones that have chambers too, right, for Cryptic?
Yeah, it's called the family style, and with the chambers, it's actually set for 8 dice.
It's like a polyhedral set.
So yeah, if you have like if you're doing a set of your standard 7-piece set, and you want an extra D20 for advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
If you have it, actually, if you wanted to, you could actually do a regular 7-piece set and have 3D6 in there.
Oh, cool. Oh, in the pocket area.
So.
Oh, buddy. It's trivia time.
Nice.
Yep. Today is magic and miscellaneous thing word that I mispronounce every time. Miscellany. Magic and miscellany.
Give me just 1 second. I'm almost done with the blue.
No, we want it now, Riddles. Right.
Back off.
Now. We want it right now.
I will walk off this show.
There is a dead horse waiting for it right now. I will say I have been playing a lot of Wild Hearts, which makes me want to run like a feudal Japan piece between Blue-Eyed Samurai and Wild Hearts.
I haven't played a samurai piece in a long time, dude, and it's a fun genre era for me. I enjoy it. Did you ever watch? I think it was on. Might have been Netflix, but there was a 6-part documentary series on the. Feudal Japan and all the Shogun Masters and all that stuff. It was really, really cool.
Well, I didn't hear about that at all.
Okay.
Hit me with them trivias. All right, the way trivia works here, for those who don't know, if Serving Hands gets it all by their lonesome, they get 3 entries in. If they call or phone a friend in chat, there's a little timer that I will put up over here for myself. And if they take the right response from someone in chat, you and Serving Hands get 1 each. And if we happen to laugh, maybe we'll be nice and give 1 to her, but we'll see. Okay, Riddles. What do we got here for Magic and Miscellany?
All right. Are you ready?
I mean, as much as I can be. Is she ready?
What 9th level evocation spell creates blazing orbs of fire that cause massive damage in 4 40-foot radius spheres?
This is such an easy one. It's like the Dreams combat spell for wizards.
All right, one more time. What 9th level evocation spell creates blazing orbs of fire that cause massive damage in 4 40-foot radius spheres?
Timer started. What is it? Serving Hands, you should know this. That's like the easiest possible spell if you are a D&D fan. If you're not a D&D fan, that might be difficult, but
even in Pathfinder, I'm pretty positive of that.
I don't think they changed the name and remastered either. I think it's still the same.
Yep, it's still the same.
Still the same. For sure.
Spanking my dice. My
dice
paint. Spanking the paint.
Make you happy. Wait, to be specific, you said 4 40-foot areas.
Yep.
Are you sure you want to go with that answer? 4. They left out a key component to make sure you didn't know it right out of the game. Is that your final answer? You saying fireball? Is that your final answer? Even though there's 4 of them? Want to phone a friend? You gotta have the full title of the spell. You can't have one word either. Because it's not a one-word answer. Phoning a friend? All right, phoning a friend. We'll be dividing this up between the 2 people. It'll be 1 and 1. Flair, you said you know it. What is it? Give them the assistance that they so desperately need. It is one of my favorite spells to just fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am a fan of this particular spell.
I
have used it many times as a sorcerer.
Meteor Swarm. Serving Hands, are you going to go with Meteor Swarm to give you both 1? If that is the correct answer. Gonna go with the new friend to EFP. Meteor Swarm is the final answer for 1 for each. Is that correct, Riddles?
That would be correct, Johnny.
I would have been so upset if you said Fireball. So upset.
Well, Fireball is what, a 5th level spell, right? Or 4th level spell?
3rd.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking the level of the character, but yeah.
So, Flair, welcome to EFP. You get an entry in this month for the 2 wonderful pieces. We are doing 2 drawings today. We're doing 1 for the dungeon tiles you see on screen right now from Delving Wood, and the other one is for the box. We'll be doing it at the end of this show. We got about an hour to the end of the show. I'm excited. So check comments.
I have a lot to do in this last hour. I'm not going to finish.
Yeah, I figure you'll be finishing it over the week. Check in the comments, or if you are in our Discord, we can always ping you there as well. Other ways you can enter if you were interested in getting these. There are just KOFI tickets. They're just entries per. Or you can use StreamLoot cards to make riddles laugh when I read them, like you've seen on the show so far. And those also count. If you're a subscriber to our StreamLoots, you automatically get 1 entry every month for any drawing.
We didn't put a new piece in the trivia thing.
New piece in the... Oh, yeah, you get to add 1. Mine is the only person to single-handedly fill 1. Which was very entertaining. Still can't believe that was a thing that happened.
It was awesome, though. It was awesome.
They don't go that far. That is true, Flair. But I have numerous times handed out scrolls of that spell just because I want to see it as a GM. Because you know they're going to cast it in some unknowing, small little community that did nothing wrong. And...
What, Meteor Swarm?
Yep.
It's a devastating spell if you know what you're doing. I mean, it's really... You can even be... I mean, it's devastating even if you don't know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, it could be really key.
It can. Yeah, you definitely can.
That's one of those clutch spells in mass combat that just screws things up quickly.
I mean,
in a good way.
It is deadly. It's very, very, very deadly. What moves down to this? What's these ones? Let's go to here. Hi, Nessie!
Nessie's here!
I'm a kind DM that gave out a scroll for my players to use, and they're the ones who made the decision to use it in a small village. It's not my fault. To fight the terrible monster that was there, they thought that the wreckage of that spell taking out the huge monster was better than everyone dying. I will remind you, these were characters who never casted Meteor Swarm before, so they had no idea what it did. It was very entertaining for me. It was the opening to a game, actually, like a full open. Like I said, you unroll the scroll, protecting the place from a giant attacking the village, a frost giant. Do you want to read the scroll that says Meteor Swarm? And they're like, hell yes, I do. And I was like, okay. It became the villains for the campaign. That was the moment they became villains. I'm dead serious. Tell me that's not a great open for the game, though.
That's great. Yeah, no, I'm not mad about that.
And they're all like, no, we're not villains. We're good guys. And they just kept trying to prove that they're good guys for like, I don't know, like 10 sessions. We didn't mean to kill her in the village. I'll never forget that. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I like good solid opens of campaigns like that. I've never been a big fan of the you're all in a bar. Even if it's a bar fight to start, I've just never been a fan of the starting in a bar. And too many adventures that are written recently are starting to do that again, where you're all in a tavern or just don't. Come on, man. Get right into it. Let the people play the game. Throw some dice. Have some fun. Like, no, I can sit around and drink at a bar in real life. Like, that's the one thing is the closest to real life that we can all do in a fantasy game. Let me go do the things I can't do in a fantasy game. Like, I don't know. I've never understood.
Summoned by a grand wizard?
Yeah, like, have me summoned by a grand wizard. Have me crawl the belly of a dragon to open the campaign. The whole party. Trojan horse their way in, and the young adult dragon to kill the great worm. Like, just anything that feels like a real.
I still like the revenge group, where they're all there to avenge somebody that died in a previous party.
Sure, as long as it doesn't start in a bar. I will flashback. Like, I'll have the big combat piece, and I'll have a flashback to them prepping. I will say, we implement the flashback mechanic from Blades in the Dark into a lot of games. And we just did it for John Wick. And it's just, it takes away the pressure of prepping for the unknown that the GM is made. It lets them have a little bit of the same footing as a GM designing stuff. I love the flashback mechanic. It's one of my favorite things from Blades. Maybe I'll run a Blades campaign over the holidays.
I haven't played Blades in forever. I love that game.
I have one that's Planescapes. It's called the City of Blades. It's like Planescape, so it's Sigil, but you're playing using Blades in the Dark. Oh boy. Watching paint dry, 80s ho. Good old answer to this one. Have you ever used something from a cartoon in your games? Eric would use Devastation from DBZ in his worlds every time. Look, I was a DBZ fan as a kid growing up. I'm not going to lie. I will say Ultra Instinct for Goku that's out right now is super dope. And yeah, I would do that. I even made a DBZ class for 2nd edition back in the day. Sometimes you just gotta, right? Right?
I mean, come on. Who as a kid didn't do things like the Sword of Omens and the glaive from Kroll, you know?
Oh, the glaive. Oh my god, I almost forgot about Kroll. Obviously, Nessie says obviously, the best meeting spot is the public library. I mean, while they're still around, I guess. We did play, well, you know, there was a few years that we were playing in a public library for a while. They just got mad when we'd swear and get rowdy, so we stopped playing there.
Monsters of the Week is a great place to start, is in a library.
Why is that?
monster of the week.
Yeah, why?
It's just a really good, because they're all like typically involved with the supernatural.
I'm a librarian, so cosign. Flair, I can't disagree with you on that. So do you have dedicated rooms? I know, for example, Rules Lawyer is a content creator out here, does a lot of stuff for Pathfinder, and he does stuff for, I think he's a lawyer for libraries or something along those lines, but he runs a lot of games at a library. The library you're at, the people run a lot of games or tabletop there. Do you guys have a tabletop night at the library? That's a really good question.
I mean, there's a lot of libraries that have private rooms.
There is some, yeah. I will say where Jay is from Storm Bunny Studios, he has a dope library out by him that has like a recording studio and stuff built into it. Like you can go podcast there and record things in a soundproof booth that the city built in the library. And like check out the room. I was shocked. Oh yeah, okay, so you do have meeting rooms, all right. Yeah, that's different. That's really nice. Do you guys do you charge to use the rooms? Out of curiosity, or is it just to sign up and take? I mean, I guess you have every physical reference material you need. I mean, in game as opposed to a bar pub. Ah, I see. No,
that's what I was saying. In game.
Yeah.
In game. Yeah.
I was talking in game, and then someone said out of game they're a librarian. So I was asking. I was just transferring conversation.
Whatever.
It was it was a good transfer of conversation. Thank you very much. If anyone has cards left, you have about 40 minutes until the double drawing. Play any of the cards you have, or pick up your KOFI tickets before we close those down. $2 a ticket. You really only need one entry to win. We've seen it numerous times. Pieces ship fairly quickly. This one might take a little bit more because Riddles is doing something bigger than normal with all these dungeon tiles. 25-piece set, if I remember correctly, right, Riddles?
I did not count the number of pieces.
I think it's 25. We voted on the style. We went with a dwarven tile set. So this is a dwarven tile set. Now,
yeah, I mean, for anybody in the audience who wasn't here last week, with the dwarven idea, what I'm doing is going through and all the little spots that would normally be like pebbles, I'm painting them as different jewels and gold and silver. That's what I'm working on right now.
For all the people who've been playing Return to Moria with me, we understand. Or the players dreaming to fight the last boss. I have started with the last boss before and had them take over a criminal empire. I've done that before. I am a fan of doing that kind of stuff as well. Big fan. Are you going by yourself to go see Godzilla tonight, Riddles?
Oh no, my partner's going with me. She's all in for it.
Oh yeah, nice. Godzilla fan?
No, not really like a huge fan, but she enjoys it, so it works. A lot of these pieces, not all of them, but a lot of them are the same layout, the same etch, same design, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do my best to make sure I don't duplicate one from another.
Oh, okay.
Which is why you see me having these little stacks in front of me while I do this.
Oh, so you're making sure tiles that they don't you don't have blue on blue on blue lined up weird and stuff like that.
I want to make sure, all three of these are etched the same. And I don't want to do the same pattern of dots on each one.
Yeah. That makes sense. You want to make it look as random as possible, kind of like
exactly.
Because for those who've never laid tile before, you work out of 3 boxes. So when you're laying tile, you never pull, especially porcelain ceramics. You pull from 3 boxes because you want to mix the die lots to make them feel as uniform as possible. Because believe it or not, there are die lots when you're doing tile work. And sometimes that one die lot off, you'll have a whole corner of your wall that's darker than the rest of it. What the fuck happened? Not that I know anything about laying tile, because I only did it forever. In college, they took us to a library. I was an English major, so they could show us all the impressive old books. And I went, oh, I should be a librarian instead of doing this.
There's actually, speaking of the library, so I didn't
amazing.
I'm setting this up for an announcement today, but I did an honorary piece for my friend because he was a manager of the libraries.
Oh, really?
That was his last job, and so what I did, he's a big Cthulhu fan, so I did a very Cthulian kind of like page from the Necronomicon that has a Cthulhu face in it, all the scribe and everything. I even created a stamp that I moved around from piece to piece of the library of the Miskatonic University.
Yeah, dude.
And you'll see that like in different spots. But it's every piece that sells, I'm going to donate money to the American Library Association for their fund in protecting banned books.
Oh, no shit.
They have a fund specifically for that. So that's
cool.
And he was huge on that. He was very much like, the story is everything. So yeah, it's a cool little thing.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So I pay tribute to him,
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's super cool. Blacksmith asked me, have you ever tried playing D&D in a Viking setting? Not D&D. Pathfinder 1, I ran Jay from Storm Bunny Studios. He has a Stormpunk Viking setting called Rune, which is amazing if you've never seen it or played it. Friend of the show, he also does Bloodlines and Black Magic, which you can see Allie running a lot with Fem Gamer Party. But yeah, he has a Viking setting, a Stormpunk Viking setting that I run once in a while. And that's been the Viking stuff I've ran the most. I've also ran... That's not true. I also ran Viking and Shadow of the Demon Lord. For Rob Schwab, he had a Viking Northlands adventure, and I ran that for a group of people as well at convention over the course of 2 days. Big fan of Shadow of the Demon Lord, if you've never played that setting. It's in my top 3. I will say my top 3 hasn't really changed a ton over the last 5 years with all the games coming out. My top 5 has. Top 3 has.
Scott's running this right now through the Ragnarborg adventure.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love Morkborg as a mechanic. It's just fun.
Yes. And this particular adventure is proven to be rather deadly so far.
All of them are. It's Morkborg.
So I'm enjoying it, and apparently, according to Scott, it gets even more intense.
I don't doubt it. And you don't really power up in Morkborg. You just get items.
Actually, in Ragnarborg, they set up a leveling process that you do after certain steps within the adventure.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it's an interesting, different little take in that approach.
Sure.
So it gives you something different, and you really, if you don't do this level up and you don't have enough players, you're not going to survive. There's no way to beat it.
Oh, okay.
So
that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, there is in Morkborg, every day that you play, you roll to see how much closer you are to the end of the world.
Yeah, that I know. That the omens in that book are really freaking crazy.
Oh, God,
there's 12 omens, right? I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm taking Morkborg and making Corpseborg, which is the Corpse Talk version. Which I'm excited. I'm in process for like laying out the ideas for that, so that I build the show to help build the product so it's uniform and I'm not like doubling back and doing stuff. So we got a couple cards. Next one is, if you could live in any cartoon setting, I would choose gargoyles. Duh. I also think I would probably pick gargoyles. But I gotta be honest though, only if I'm a gargoyle, because man, a lot of crime and death happens in that fucking city. It's like New York and Chicago had a baby and it was called Detroit Plus. It was so bad. Such a criminally heavy set piece. I am excited for the live action though. Ooh, we have some live action Fallout stuff to talk in a minute here.
I think mine would be Eternia. I would enjoy living in Eternia.
I mean, that would be fun. You never die. They don't kill anyone in Eternia. So the next one is, if your character became a deity, what would be their domain? The realm of suppressed knowledge where all banned books fell. Ooh, serving hands. Digging deep on that.
That's a really good idea.
So you just got you just have all of Madonna's books there? That's the book I always remember being banned when I was a kid from the library. That's actually really smart. In ETHAUNTIA, there is Nodric, which is the Keeper of Knowledge. And then there's also the Keeper of Secrets, so you can worship the Keeper of Secrets, which are where all the things that have been erased from history are at. Definitely doable. Geeked Out Librarians, making sure I didn't miss anything here in chat. This eye is still fucked up, so it's hard for me to read. Dude, it's so blurry. I've never had blurry vision short of like boxing, you know, like getting my bell rung or something, or having a swollen eye. But man, my eye is ridiculous.
Oh, it's not the only fucked up part of your face, so you're good.
Hey man. I have a few scars, thank you very much. Yeah, hey, I'll tell you, the audience influences the sway of the show quite a lot.
Oh yeah. Just like a dead horse.
Jesus Christ.
With Folgers while edging.
Oh God, there's so many inside jokes, Flair. Well, welcome to the show.
And if you mention the Northern Lights,
Jay learned, over 2 years, Jay learned to finally paint Northern Lights. Well, it took 2 years, 2 seasons.
It was early in the second season when I nailed it. I don't believe it. So back off.
I haven't touched that box in real life. It could be anybody's.
I've done multiple of them since then. So
have you really? Oh wow! Should have made it look bad, so you didn't have to do numerous of them.
Whatever. Bugger off.
You said the process once you figured it out wasn't too bad.
And I've actually developed a few variations to it, so it gives me flexibility. And like if I'm doing smaller versus bigger,
right?
There's kind of like different approaches you want to do to kind of get those details in there.
So, let me pull this up. Did you see the new Fallout information?
I'm not a Fallout player, so no, I have not.
Okay. So they are doing an Amazon show for Fallout.
Okay.
And the ghoul who is in Fallout is being played by Walton Goggins, is one of my favorite actors of all time.
Okay.
Wait till you see this picture. Let me pull him up. It looks so good.
I'm not looking at the stream right now, so
I'll drop it in Discord for you too. Overall, I am excited. The show looks really good. Visually, it hits the notes. I know that my old boss at Cobalt Press is a huge Fallout fan, so I'm assuming they have got to be hella excited for this one. But let me pull it up on screen for everybody here. We'll do this. So this is the first look at power armor along with one of the players. It looks great. Like, it looks really good. The new Fallout suit, what they look like when they're in the vault. Pretty cool. Love her as an actress as well. One of the ships leaving. A bunch of power armor. But then Walton Goggins as the ghoul Walton looks so good. It's such a creepy, perfect picture. He's like the perfect casting for this. Who would have thought you would say, you have a face of a ghoul, we're hiring you? Because damn it, if he does not, it is so spot on. Hey, Flair, everyone should be nervous about anything that Amazon puts out that has an IP behind it. We all saw Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. And I would rather eat my own toenails than watch that goddamn series again. So bad. I know Serving Hands was super upset about it as well, but yeah, look, he looks so good. I'm excited. Excited. If it's as good as Tales from the Loop show, everyone will be happy. I didn't watch all of Tales from the Loop. It reminded me of a bunch of short stories. It was okay. There has been spin-offs. Yep, you are correct.
I like the short story stuff, like, you know, Love, Death, Robots, and
yeah.
Oh shit, what was it? Black Mirror. I love Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
That's amazing.
I need to finish the latest seasons. Oh, it does look good though. Oh, we got more. God damn it, serving hands. If I didn't have to work, I would pester Eric and Jay on stream all day long. Of course you would.
And I'd let you happily.
Of course you would. I know you. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see how you are. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I will say, like, today I'm going to sit down, since this is the last show that we have for the month, and then it's just me doing solo content on EFP
for the month of the year.
Well, sure. You can say for the year.
For me.
That's not how my brain works. I'll still be working. We do have a Christmas show we're going to do. We've decided we're doing Gremlins. I'm excited to do this, to have a bunch of the chaos monsters that I know come and play Gremlins. So I know Adam and Diana are going to do it. Todd is a huge fan of Gremlins. I think he's going to be on it. I think it's going to be maybe Palmer, if I can get him here, because he's a chaos monster. And I don't know if it's going to be Kelly or I think Drew is moving. I don't think Drew can make the Christmas special. So we're going to be doing that. We're using Dragonbane for the rules. This is nice and quick and easy. So I think we're doing that. I'm pumped. I already know what the overlays are going to look like because they're really clean. I found some really nice holiday ones that I'm using, but I'm doing something special for the background. We'll probably do a viewing of the 2 Gremlin movies as well over the course of this month in Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, I highly recommend doing that. If you want to join us for those, we'll stream them in our Discord. Let me see here. Do I have a button for that? I do have a button for that. There we go. But yeah, it's December is a weird month. We usually played games through December, and this year, because of Drew moving, and that just happened to be perfect timing to take that off and come back in January. So a lot of corpse talks coming up. I'm pumped. I got a bunch of solo content I've been wanting to do anyway. I'm going to be filming a series of how to be a better GM, which would be nice. I think I might film it live and edit it.
I had a fun fact about GMs, or a fun thought, and I passed it around the store. But like Pathfinder is my piece that I the focus of this comment. But it's called Pathfinder.
Yep.
You have adventure paths as the modules.
Yep.
They're right. So why don't they call the GM a Pathfinder? I mean a Pathmaster.
I don't know.
A Pathmaster is a cool name, man. That's so much better than Game Master.
GM. Yeah, I know. I agree. I love when, personally, I love when systems name what their GMs are. I know for ETHAUNTIA, you're a Soul Keeper. That's what, or a Keeper, I think is what we did. And I think that's also Cthulhu's. I think you're a Keeper in Cthulhu, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
So that's kind of a little head nod to that time frame, or that, I should say time frame, that fiction. Bother. Okay. Ha ha, serving hands. You're so funny. You're just hilarious. It's true, actually. You have been pretty funny today. Scott said, the cool thing about Tales from the Loop shows, it was small story episodes, but they all got brought together at the end. They did. It was well written. It was. And the guy's art for that is so damn good. Yep, indeed. DCC, you're a judge. I think that's a great... And people have some weird... Yeah. They have some weird things about people being called judges for tabletop. I don't agree with that. I don't have a problem with people being called judges, because you're kind of the arbitrator for the table to make sure the story goes well. It just depends on this. Any game can be played, in my personal belief, as long as you tell the players in advance what type of game it's going to be. That session 0 has been something that has always been around, and until new people were brought into the hobby at a rapid rate, we didn't hit the problems that we were hitting as frequently. But when people got brought in at a rapid rate and they didn't grow up slowly in the industry, or not in the industry, but in the hobby, people didn't understand that session zeros have always been a thing. That was your pregame, like your pregame, your character creation night. Like that was session zero for a lot of people. And there was always discussions of making your characters and what it was. When organized play came out, and I believe while that did a lot of good things for the tabletop industry, it also shined a light on problems of gathering random people together to play and not having that session zero building characters. So then that became like a trope. Like you must do a session zero, you must do these things. But it's always been there. Like, I don't know about you, Riddles, but since I was a kid, we always did like a character creation night for our big campaigns.
Well, I mean, you kind of hit on a key point with what you were saying about the fact that, like, when you were a kid and we were playing earlier,
yeah,
we knew everybody already.
True.
But when you're bringing all these strangers together and you don't have this common ground and this common knowledge and this history together, it makes it a lot harder.
You gotta take temperature.
You desperately need a session zero. But session zeros have been, yes, they have been around since I can remember.
They just weren't called that. They just got labeled finally, which is hilarious again. As somebody growing up that said, "Don't label me." Now all anybody wants is labels. I blame hashtags. But like we did that. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure you had this, Riddle. Scott, you could probably attest to this as well. We had people who came in and played like 4 or 5 sessions with a group that just wasn't a good fit, and they bounced on their own. It just didn't work, you know? So I believe that there is a way to handle session zeros, and there's really 2 fashions for them. There are unknown variables in the table, like people you've never played with before, or you're a GM running random. So like when I do paid GMing stuff, I have a very simple session zero sheet for it. And I use I know not everyone does this, but I always do the movie ratings. What type, do you want PG-13? Is there anything from the PG-13 list that you don't want in the show that we're about to put together? If you don't want nudity, there's no nudity, you know, if you don't like that in your games. If there's no animal cruelty, fine. There'll be no John Wick moment. Like, if those are the things that are needed, cool. But like, when you sit down at a table, you have to put yourself aside a little bit. This is what I tell everyone who wants to be a hobbyist in this. Put yourself aside. You're playing a fictional character, and don't let the bleed get to you. When the character starts becoming too much of you and things affect you as a player, take a breath, take a break, walk away, get some water, come back. Because it's a fictional piece. And 99% of the time, people at the table are not trying to attack you. It's a character, and you guys are talking. Just that bleed, as I call it, happens, and that's where problems form when you become too much of your character. Happens to actors all the fucking time. And people playing in this hobby aren't actors, so you got to step away and take a breath and just know that people usually aren't out to get you. No one wants to harm. And don't get me wrong, dicks exist, but we're not talking about edge cases right now.
But here's like you brought up the animal cruelty thing. Mm-hmm. Where do you draw the line on animal cruelty in D&D?
You can't really.
What is an owlbear an animal or not? You know, I'm like, how do you?
You got to set it aside as a person sitting down the player table. And you know what? If someone kills that owlbear and you have a problem, you can have some discussions. You can pause if you need to. You can X card it if you need to. But again, this is a fictional space playing fictional things, doing fictional stuff. You also don't run around with a dagger and stab guards. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you might not.
Not anymore. That's a national pastime, really, in Detroit. But you just got to take yourself away from the table a little bit. And then my second version is for conventions. I'm very upfront about what we're about to play. That's the easiest way to do it. But for long-term campaigns, that's hard because players really start to steer long-term games for me. Because I'm following the course of action with a little bit of plotting to give them the story that they want to tell together that I can help illustrate and color and bring life to with them. So those moments, as long-term campaigns, that's much harder to do. Like things like Walking Dead, for example. If you have a problem with religion being your game, that's real-world religion, modern games are not for you. If historical facts bother you, modern games aren't for you. Altered history Nazis or altered history Russian spies, if that stuff bothers you, you should not be playing modern games. Delta Green isn't for you. So you got to do a little bit of the research on your end as a player, because you can't make the GM and the players responsible for you. You can only be responsible for you. So come ready and come knowing the things that are really your hard lines and be honest about them. I've never seen a GM actually be a dick about it. Unless they say, I've already planned this entire thing. You're sitting down at my table to play. I can't cut this. This whole thing is, we're hunters. Kind of hard for me not to have animals dying in this. That would be a really hard game for you to sit down and play.
Yeah, that's a hard change to make.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. So anyway,
it's not ridiculous to want it. It's just
people make it so difficult. That's what is ridiculous to me. It's not a difficult concept. But again, new players, new people, got to educate. I'm all about that. I'm all about the education of new players. And I know I'm not a GM for new players. Like, I can give you a great experience at a convention and run anyone, but I want to run experienced players. I am not a starter player's GM. Like, I can do it. I'm good at doing it, but I am definitely more curtailed to making a really curated piece for moderate to more experienced players. And that doesn't have to be time. I just mean the person themselves and the amount of dedication they put into their hobby. Like, you know, I don't run Little League. I run AAA baseball. Like, that's kind of how I run a lot of my games. So it's fun. I expect stuff out of my players too. Read your goddamn book. That's the number one thing you can do for your GM. Read the fucking book. I mean that. Really fucking mean that. I'm triggered. As Scott said in chat. So, with that, what are you scraping, Riddles?
What?
What are you scraping at?
Anytime something goes out of the lines, I quickly just kind of scrape it off.
Nice.
You just have to be very light with it. You're not really scraping so much as you're just barely dragging that blade across the top to get that top layer of paint that you just dropped on it to remove.
Do you use the front, the sharp, or the back of your blade? I use my back of my blade a lot for that stuff.
I use the sharp.
Do you?
Yeah.
I just use the back of blade because in art school, do I have one sitting here? You know the X-Acto blade boxes that you slide the X's in? I always never wanted to waste X-Acto blades. So I had a box that was old blades that I would resharpen that I used for non-exact cutting. So it said non-X-Acto blades on it. Then I would use it for rough cut stuff. Everything and everyone dies. That's just facts. True serving hands. Everyone that's fully capable. Okay, hold on here. I'm rolling up. Triggered. Labels are like boxes for cats. Putting yourself in a box is completely different from being put in a box. True. Archer puts himself in a box all the fucking time. Goddamn cat. He also
please tell me he's named after the cartoon character.
100%. When we got him, he had a ribbon collar on, and that ribbon collar had killed fur, so it looked like he was wearing a tactical turtleneck. And he likes to drink your booze. Like if you have a Manhattan down or something, he will climb onto the table and lick the fucking rim of the glass, or lick the liquor. He's hilarious. Blacksmith said I forgot what I was supposed to say. Scott says, there's a difference in animal cruelty and hunting and fighting a creature. Sure, I agree.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not for everybody, but they need to know, like, ETHAUNTIA superstitions, they are hunters. In the plateaus of Moldavia, where superstitions are a regular thing, like if you say the same superstition twice, it becomes real in this campaign. And they're hunting creatures down. They just found their first cryptid that happens to have parts of the person they're looking for in the cryptid's body. It's gonna be great. No spoilers, by the way. And then Scott also says, especially one that's fully capable of killing your character. True, owlbears will murder you. Displacer beasts will murder you. Fictional magical characters. My favorite test at a convention. This is good, by the way. You really want to know people are gonna have problems with you massacring an animal. Use a unicorn. It's not real. It's fictional, but it's close enough to real. You'll really quickly find out how angry your people are going to be is if there is a campsite of people stripping a unicorn down and cooking food and feeding their camp. Trust me, I did it. You find out real quick where the line is. Especially when that unicorn horn is offered to one of the players for the group helping save them, and they make a dagger out of it, and the handle is the unicorn horn, and they offer it to a player. You'll find out how upset they are, or if they aren't. Because you hand that magical item over for some reason, now it's not a problem. That's been my raw test for some groups. I won Iron GM one year using that opening scene. I agree, Scott. I agree.
How are we doing on time?
You got 15 minutes, good sir. Well, we can run a little over. I know you got a movie at 5, but since it's the last for the year, I'm totally cool with that. And then we'll find out what our schedule's going to be, if there's a schedule after Riddles has figured all of his stuff out. And if Riddles is still hunting for something when January comes around, we'll come back to our same bat schedule if he's down. We'll keep you abreast. If you're in Discord, don't worry. EFP's not going anywhere. I don't think watching paint dry is going anywhere long term. But we'll see. We will see.
I mean, I don't want it to end.
I know. That's why I said we'll figure it out.
But
where there's a will, there's a way. I have done it numerous times. Maybe we go bi-weekly. Maybe we go once a month. There's always ways. There's always ways. If the OBS has the overlays, the lights are on. If OBS crashes, well, that's a different fucking story. It's a different story. Chris from Alchemy, who tries to make friends with my screen. Oh my God. For those of you who did not watch the Corpse Talk with Chris from Alchemy, this guy, one awesome individual. He's the CEO for Alchemy, which is the VTT we've been using this season for most of our shows. And he met the, what was the name of the creature? The Claw Mother, I think is what it was. And instead of fighting this person in a Mork Borg game, offered it. Notice they had babies with it, like whining baby skulls. She offered it a shoe for her children and rolled well enough to get by this creature. I did not see that coming. Chris got me. He's also the only person that I killed 4 times on that show, which is the goal. You guys as an audience, you know, you want them to die. Every time they die, a prize gets put in, which is the whole goal. Makes me happy. Makes me very happy. So I'm going to read through these last couple cards we have while you're doing this, and then I'm going to do KOFI. I'm going to start getting things set up. I
gotta check and see if anybody bought any during the show.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to it. Go ahead and do that when you're done. I got to get the subscribers in and all that stuff too. What 2 races / creatures would you like to see a mashup of? More like, what if Kirby swallowed a gremlin? Serving hands. I absolutely want someone to do art of Kirby Gremlin. I found a person on Facebook. Oh, let me see. Not Facebook. Instagram. Damn. Let me see if I can find this. What was the name of it? I think I sent it to Serving Hands. Serving Hands, you remember? It was oil something or another.
I'd love to see Todd's take on a Kirby Gremlin.
Oh, what was it? Oil. They make gremlins. Mog, whatever they're called. Mogwai. Thank you. They make Mogwai into creepy things. Oh no.
What?
I'm looking. Well, you know what? I think I have it on here. I'll read the next one. I will look up this one and I will showcase it afterwards. It's awesome. Got 2 from Mime here back to back. When I become famous, it will be because Erik got lost in a field of horses. Excuse me. It should be a field of dead horses. Get it right, Mime. You made the joke. Pretty sure dead horse is your joke. If a character becomes a deity, what would be their domain? Domain of Discord. God damn it. God damn it. Mine.
That's another one that's not going to die.
That's never going to die. It's going to be on every show I do. Discord will always be in the audience. That sassy little thing. Hold on here. Let me see if I can find it. It's Oily Varpy. That's what it is. Oily Varpy. Let me look this up. Oily Varpy. All right, you ready for this, everybody? This is nuts. I'm pre-warning you. I want one, but they're hella expensive. So this is... No, I want to blow it up. Come on. Really? Hold on. I gotta sign in, or you can't blow up things on Discord. Or not Discord, but... Instagram. Ridiculous, I say.
I would have just used the zoom on your screen.
It's not that easy to do when you're in OBS. You come into problems that it changes the frame that you've made. Oh. It's like it hates me. It hates me. It hates me.
I can't blame it.
Hey now. Hey now.
Wait, did I say it out loud? I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Son of a bitch. I'll just scroll through it this way. It's fine. Look at these little bastards. This is the one that looks like Mike Myers. They handcraft these things. Look at this little shitty... Look at these. They're so good. Olivarpi. Are you Olivarpi? 18K followers making... Here's the shop. Here, we can look at the shop. That's what we can do. Oh, no. It's not the shop. I want their shop. Boosty's not a shop. Anyway, so you can see them. Look at Christmas one. They're like $400 something. This Chucky one is so fucking good. Right? I'll put it in chat. You all can log in and go through it. They're so well done. I don't even believe how good they are. They're that good. Like it's nuts. Nuts. And they're all handcrafted pieces. She makes all the faces and everything. Super fun. But anyway, check out that. Just kind of pimping a nice little artist that's out there in the world. Because we're going to be doing some gremlins. I should contact them. Got an idea. So with that, let me pull up my stuff. Let me start getting our lovely pieces together. So we can do our drawing. If anyone wants to play cards, you can still play them while I'm doing this. I'll add them at the end. Or if you subscribe today to StreamLoots, I will also add you. You get a free drawing just for subscribing. And then you get discounts during the month and all that kind of stuff as well. I don't know why that is just saying S. Hold on a minute. Let me fix this. It should say SL. SL. Try that again. There we go. Must have deleted an L on accident. Accidental.
All right. Gold is done. I still got to do the silver, and then I got to go back and do I got to finish the door still, and I got to do the jewel effects for the gem. Because what I did with the gems is I just put a base color down. Your red, your blue, your green, but it's these turbo door paints that I'm going to use that give them that gem glossiness.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to do that. I thought you were gonna dot them in clear, but I didn't know you were doing that as well.
Yeah, no, I figured this is the best way to really give them that extra little pop.
Yeah.
So that it looks more like an actual gem, the ruby, sapphire, and emerald. So
I don't disagree with that at all.
This is not the one I want. I want this guy. There we go.
So there's the gob. Okay, those are the KOFIs before you add yours in.
All right, let me get into this. I've already got the main list made. I need to go to KOFI and turn off the tickets and check and see if we had any more orders since I did the list.
I'm trying to find my little sheet I have here. Dun, 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 dun.
Limit quantity available, quantity 0. Save changes.
Barrel.
Alright, so the KOFI tickets are closed. You have, yeah, I see you were in the list now, so that's the list of what we got to.
Okay. And then I will get into the other ones here. Give me just a sec. I'll start adding them together. You, like I said, keep playing cards. I'll make sure I read through all the ones that are left. I'm just prepping on my end because these take a little bit of time for me to put together. I had an automator when we were on Norse, but it crashed and they never updated the system, so I got to do it manually now.
Gotcha.
That's okay. It's not that bad. Somewhere.
The rainbow?
Raffle, there you are, you son of a bitch. All right. Pull up our Discord. Let me get our pinned area. Let me pull up everything that's in here. We have November. Serving Hands has 35 before today, and before I do goblin tickets and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then Strength had 28.
Oh, yeah, because he rocked it one day.
Yep, he sure did. And then Mime has 10 before I do today's. And then let me get our stream loots. I see another one here. Mime rolling for initiative. Go ahead and get your roll, Mime. Got to beat a goblin. You need a 6 up for a ticket.
Oh, that's an easy one. You got that. Come on.
6 up. No bless, though. There's no bless active. What else do we have here? We have Streamloots. Let me go to our lovely Streamloot subscribers. Let me see who we have for Serving Hands, KJ, Trickster, Anna, Bear, Kyle. Those are our this month, and Strength. I think that's all of our subs. Looks like Strength. I think so. Those are our active ones currently. Oh, and Nessie. Nessie's on here too. Nessie gets a free entry too. So make sure we have everybody on here. Allie, Anna, KJ, Trickster, Kyle. And let me get Nessie in here. Nessie of the Lake.
Yes.
Mime got a 12.
Nessie of the Lake called Ness is the full name.
Of Ness, yes. Nessie of the Lake called Ness.
It's awesome. I mean, come on.
And then we also have Flair made it in today, helping out Serving Hands. A new librarian who got full library conversation today. Wasn't on purpose. Just happens. Did I miss anybody?
Another one of the new Alderdoodles just went.
That's it. Okay, so now I got to add in the stuff from today, and then I'll add in our KOFI stuff. So now we got to add for Serving Hands, just alone. Serving Hands got another 19 more with her goblin ticket. So that would be 19. Come on, here we go. So 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 54 entries for Serving Hands. Cross that out. Before any other ones I do here, we have another 5, 6 for Mime. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we got Flares in here. Did anybody else have cards? Before I put in our final stuff? Let me go look at our cards, everybody. Thank you to everybody who's played cards throughout this year. Do you have any more cards before I turn off cards for now? Before I turn off cards. Does any have one? Any more? Any more for anybody here? Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times, pausing the cards. All right. Cards are paused. Let me enter all these into our piece. I'm going to grab the ones from KOFI first. Slap all these in. We're going to cut them. We're going to go over to here. We have tons to add. Cut. Refresh. We're waiting. What our wheel of destruction is decided it doesn't want to work right now.
I didn't do it. It's not my fault.
I blame you. I blame you.
I wasn't here. I was dead at the time. I was on the moon.
I was
with
dead.
Steve.
It wasn't me. I never did it. I promise.
It's one of my favorite lines from Eddie Izzard's Dressed to Kill. I love that comedy show. It's one of my favorite stand-ups of all time.
And you try to get it to load again. There we go. It didn't like the amount of names that I put in. It was very upset with me.
That's weird because we've put in a lot more than this before.
Because I did it all once. It was like, yo, homie.
Oh, gotcha.
And I was like, no, I will.
It's looking at you going like, hey, slow your roll.
I will do it and you will like it. Do it and you will like it. It's just it's Wheel of Names is sluggish today, to say the least. We'll get it though. We'll get it. Wait for it. Wait for the Wheel of Names.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Can't make me.
Well, while doing this, Riddles, did you watch the Godzilla animated on Netflix?
No, I don't think I watched, because there's 2 of them I can think of, and I only watched one of the 2.
So they added a new one, which is fantastic, by the way. But they added one that is 4-0.
Oh, really?
-1. It's like, I think it's right before 0 for -1.
Huh. Okay.
Which is cool. It's really good. I also, you're gonna have to let me know, because you're gonna be seeing it before I am, is if the TV series is playing into it. Because I have a feeling that it is.
I don't know, because they're completely different production companies. I don't think Monument is part of this.
I thought Toho was part of Monarch.
Monarch? I don't think so. That's its own little universe and everything. Even if, well, a lot of the reviews I'm reading do not mention Monarch at all or anything. So.
I love I mean, basically, it's a better version of the Pacific Rim's research group. It's kind of what Monarch reminds me of. It's got that almost Cthulhu-esque vibe to it.
I love that first Pacific Rim. That first Pacific Rim is great cinema. Just great cinema.
All right. I have everybody in. Everyone's in. All the KOFIs are in. We're going to do the three pieces. Let me pull up our spinner. I got to resize our spinner because our spinner had to be reloaded 6 times. Move it over here.
I am not able to see the spinner, so you people will have to let me know when I should cheer and who I should cheer for.
The spinner's on here. It's on the screen now. So all the names are on here. We're going to do the 3 shuffles that we always do. 1, 2, 3. Names are shuffled 3 times. This is a lot of names, Riddles. If you can't see it on screen yet, it is...
I shut down YouTube because I was having issues. So
it is literally like little tiny slivers.
We've had that before, dude. We've had some really tight ones before, because like there was one month where we sold like 90-something KOFI tickets or over 100 KOFI tickets. So
all right,
yeah, that was tiny.
Which one do you want to draw for first?
Oh, we're drawing for the box first.
All right.
You got to draw for the box first. That's the prime one.
We've
been teasing it for over a month, you know.
And the rule is whoever wins this, we're just taking that one entry out, correct? All right. Not their whole name, just that.
Not their whole name.
All right. Because that'd be hilarious.
You have potential
Serving
of
hands,
winning.
You won. 50,000 entries gone.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Serving hands gets the box. We would not be going out properly.
Of course it's serving hands.
Removed. I will say, it was almost strength, or the one entry for Nessie is right above it. That's close. Removing it. And now for the Delving Wood tile set, which I'm excited for because I fucking love how they look painted. Let's go. It's 2 drawings. There's music you guys can't hear, apparently.
No, it's because it's all in his head.
Strength won the fucking tiles.
Strength won?
Strength won the tiles.
Nice.
And he is surrounded by 1 mime and another strength. 1 mime and another strength. Well, everybody, double drawing for the month. Congrats to our winners. Thank you so much for joining us through this. Oh, you can hear it? Oh, cool. Oh, you can't hear it. You can hear it. Okay, good. It's just random stupid music that the spinner plays. That's why we use it. It's so silly. That's 2 of them this month. We'll let you know what's going on with watching Paint Dry for the future stuff coming up. Don't worry, I will be back. We are off the first week of every month, like always. Always. But join us in Discord. I'm going to be posting stuff for how you can get involved with Living ETHAUNTIA. I'm going to be posting how you can get into the paid games. And also what the rest of the show schedule is in December for myself. Remember, book Monday, December 18th. That is going to be our Christmas special show. So I'm super pumped for that. We may have guest stars that rotate in for it. So maybe if Riddles wants to play some crazy fucking gremlins, even that's right up your alley. It's like 1 step away from goblins. Right. So wave bye, Riddles. Say thank you to everybody. Riddles. That's what I like to hear.
Thank you all so much. I love you guys.
We'll be back.
You are appreciated.
Don't be sad. We'll be back. I'll talk Riddles into it. It's what I do. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching this later, in this corner here, there's going to be a video to watch. It's probably going to be Riddles painting Dick Cord. And then on the other side over here, there's going to be a subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 as quick as we can so we can do some amazing things with super chats and all that kind of stuff. Thank you to Flair for joining us. You got yourself an entry today for noting what Meteor Swarm was. And to everybody else who's been here for the 2 years, put us both on screen. The 2 years of us doing this on and off, it has been amazing. So let's help Riddles sell boxes. Go to his site, pick up stuff. If you haven't done it yet, buy all the things that are Riddles to help him continue this process of making amazing stuff. And then, of course,
honestly, you don't have to buy anything. My hardest problem is getting the word out and people knowing what I do. Like Eric, you had a friend earlier yesterday looking for a mat and did not realize I do mats.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I do that people are just not aware of. It's challenging. It's, you know, the last year's been hard on trying to get yourself out. So,
Christmas gifts, buy. Christmas gifts, buy. Christmas gifts, buy. That's how marketing works, right? You just repeat it. Isn't that how it?
I think so. I think so. I mean, that's what happened to me as a kid with 80s cartoons. God, so, you know.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. And go watch some paint dry. Paint something fun for yourself today. Anyone can paint. Some people are just better than others, like Bob Ross. Bye, everybody.